a kiss of death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. No good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gold to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 58.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
There you go, you see it, you see it? 180! Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Howard has the 1st down and then some. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together. Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex. Jumbo. Okay, over here.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Pass the 20. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Move. Hey, 18.
On second down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. They'll run now with Ware. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all,
and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Rodgers now on first and Prince Amukamara that time, who had the play covered from the start.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now Chicago
can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They run with Howard. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Lock in. Sit up. Right, 80. Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Lock in. Red, up. Sit up. 180.
Throwing here, Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Now it's Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Trubisky trying to let it. Got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go. Red, up. Move. Sit up. 180. Hey, gotta go.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
You see it? You see it? Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And bulldozing his way through. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Capri Bibbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, lock in. Gotta go.
A give to Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, this is Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back now at Soldier Field.
Can you hear me? Avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion. Texting prayer hands. Hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing prophets. Musty yellow shirts. Louder than the broccoli. Dancing in my chucks. Feeling out of body. Say to say the man got me on. Can you hear me? Hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me now? I'm kissing.